Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Today we've got a fun little activity between Hyundai's Veloster N and the Topher's Subaru BRZ. We're out here at Gingerman Raceway. We've also got the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing that we've been tossing around, so check out Winding Road Magazine's channel if you want to see that one out there. But Chris and I are going to go out and we're gonna toss these two fun, affordable, sporty cars around and see which one is maybe a little bit more fun and a little bit faster around a large track like this, or I should say about medium track, a few good straightaways. A little background, this is the Topher's personal BRZ. It is a premium model, 6-speed manual, pure enthusiast spec. Very nice car. He hasn't done much to it. He's done pads and some brake fluid, but he's still running stock Bridgestones on here, or sorry, Michelin Primacies. I was thinking Potenzas. No, Michelin Primacies. So this thing is essentially stock. I mean, there might be a little bit more braking, but he's not going to be going too hard on it. And then this is a 2022 Hyundai Veloster N with the 8-speed DCT. And yes, before you all scream that it should be apples to apples, we should have a manual Veloster as well. There wasn't one available, so we kind of had to take what we could get. Thank you to Hyundai for letting us come out and have fun with it at all, because to be honest with you, I've had a little bit more fun in this than I have in this. I mean, this is incredibly fast, incredibly capable, but a little isolated, and this has been really fun to chuck around and get closer to the limits. So I'm excited to get back in the driver's seat. Let's get Chris in the seat of his car here, and we're gonna go out and kind of let him go a few laps, let me go a few laps. We'll kind of see probably pretty quickly which car has its advantages where, and I'm not push anything to the bitter edge, but just kind of have some fun with it. Good deal. You all ready? All juiced up?
Let's go.
Veloster's just had some time to cool, let the tire pressures down to about 35, 33 warm. When we're getting out there, it's a hot day today, and those tires are getting pretty toasty. A little toasty in here too. Brake pedal seems good. A little aircon going to start things off. Oil temp's still right at 200, even though this thing's been sitting for a while. And away we go. Straight into N mode, ESC Sport. It's remarkable, I didn't feel this thing slip at all. No sort of slippage when I was out earlier today, so I'm hoping for the same thing. Same thing in this one. Oops. All right, let's get our windows up. We're gonna run some aircon before while the Topher kind of catches up with us. Ah, yeah, such a nice light steering. It's a very happy car out here. Don't exactly have that neck yanking performance the Cadillac that I was just out here in, but such a great turn in. These seats that Hyundai has now are excellent. This thing's a lot of fun. Dial air a little bit back for you, hear more of the car. Once we get rolling, I'm probably gonna sort of shut up and just have some fun with it, concentrate. Because I don't know if you all know, but the Topher is a mean shoe, especially behind the wheel of a car like his. Veloster's definitely working with more power, so we should have no problem on the straights. The real question will be is around the tight stuff. What's he able to do? Both have a lot of laps at this track. All right, aircon off. Let's get to it. Sandwiched between Subies. Getting sideways up back there. Woo, it's getting sweaty. 86 degrees Fahrenheit out there. These tires are really communicative too. You can really hear when they start having trouble, but you can just push right through. Good amount of downforce in the car too. Here and let the brakes and the tires chill out a little bit. The aircon going. Cool for me too. It's our oil temp is pretty darn high. 270, 280 or so. Bye. Interesting that his windows are down. Timer on here, right? All right, I'm gonna try to start. Newer to tracking, front-wheel drive in a car like this does help because you can get on the throttle sooner and you're not going to put yourself in a sticky situation with spinning out. Not only that, but this differential and these tires are just so good. This car has more downforce than the BRZ. Downforce and grip. Look at him go sideways! timer didn't, I thought it would reset based on GPS. I didn't realize I have to press the button every time. That's dumb. So pretty clear that the Veloster N quicker than the BRZ, both in kind of stock form, but with the dual clutch here. Admittedly, with the 6-speed manual, I'd have to be shifting for myself a few more times, and your gear ratios would be a little bit wider, so it'd be closer, it really would. Oh, we got GT4 coming up on us here. Okay, is Amos gonna do a whole other cool down lap, or are we going in? I think we're going in. Nope, okay, whole cool down lap. That's fair. We should give these brakes a good cooling. Well, that's some good family fun, folks. Just because this car's faster doesn't mean it's necessarily the one I would take. I've driven that BRZ, not on track yet, but on an autocross course, and it was remarkably fun. And I bet you, even though I'm having a ton of fun throwing this around, he's probably having a little bit more fun up there, hanging the end out, shifting for himself. This undoubtedly sounds better, and I think as a daily driver, I'd probably rather take the Veloster. But the Veloster costs more, I'm pretty sure. And is that little bit of track time worth it to you? Probably not. And I bet you if Chris throws on his race tires, he'd be right there with me. I think it's definitely a matter of tire and power. So, I don't know. It's a really tough call for me. I really like both cars. Interesting to see that the Veloster's got such a decided performance advantage. But again, put power and tire at the problem, and not a big surprise. Also, for me, I'd probably rather have rear-wheel drive, so I think it'd be BRZ for me. Let's catch up with Chris back at the paddock and see what his thoughts are. Thoughts?
Boy, this BRZ really heat soaks.
Does it?
When it gets hot. It feels like it doesn't have any more power than the old car does.
Gotcha.
Early on in the day, it was quick, it was fast, it felt pretty sprightly, and then now brake fade, engine's too hot, it's unhappy. But
it's a hot day today.
It's a hot one.
We're nearing 90 Fahrenheit. It's a lot, and I mean the results are probably not too much out of what we'd expect. More power, more tire.
Yes.
I mean, if you threw your slicks, nearly slicks on, and a cooler day,
yep,
and throw a 6MT in this, it'd be right there.
Totally, yeah. No, the Veloster N is super fun. I mean, I drove that just a few minutes ago, and it was just for a factory car that's that capable on track.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot else that works that well for the price point. Even the Civic Type R overheats and goes into just all sorts of limp modes and has issues. Veloster N's great.
I was surprised by how much fun this thing is, and the downforce I think is a big advantage. Coming around those high-speed sweepers, 80, 90 or so, it's remarkably planted. There's a good amount of grip. The differential's impressive. I still think I would take this because of the rear-wheel drive and the manual. And it's a little cheaper, right? Starts at like 30?
Yeah, this is about 29.
You had another one of these before, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Just changed color, a little bit bigger engine. Much better, much more.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's kind of pick your flavor, pick your poison, but more impressive is the Veloster, and I think very overlooked. So if you're considering a Civic Type R, consider a Veloster, and if you're considering a Veloster, perhaps consider a BRZ. But if you want to go fast, it's a great way to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the Veloster N, check the link in the description. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.